Hey y'all, welcome to Restless Chipotle Kitchen. Today we're celebrating summer with barbecue chicken, and not just any barbecue chicken either. This is extra special, delicious barbecue chicken because it's chicken breast that's been seasoned with my special chicken seasoning salt and then wrapped in bacon, grilled, brushed with homemade barbecue sauce, and grilled to perfection. Can you see that? It is delicious. It smells delicious. In fact, this is going to be your summer go-to. I am sure of it. Let's head over to the grill and get started. In order to make this grilled chicken, we're going to need chicken breast. I use boneless chicken breast. I just think it works best for this, but you could also use boneless chicken thighs. My family will not eat those, so that's why I don't use them. So, chicken breast, bacon, barbecue sauce. Actually, I've got a better picture of it here. I've got it all poured out. You can use either store-bought barbecue sauce or your own homemade barbecue sauce. It doesn't matter. I do have a barbecue sauce recipe here on the blog if you want to use it. And you're going to want to also use a barbecue rub or seasoned salt. This is my copycat Popeye's chicken seasoning salt, and that's what I like for this, but you can use whatever you like. Then, of course, you're also going to need a digital thermometer so that you can make sure that your chicken is cooked to 160 when you take it off the grill and heats up to about 165 before you serve it. And you will need toothpicks to wrap the bacon, and you will need a brush to brush the barbecue sauce on. Also, one more thing, you're going to need a sharp knife because I'm going to butterfly the chicken before I prepare it. All right, ready to go? Great. I don't know what kind of surface you usually work on when you're working with chicken, but one thing I like to do is to use an old cookie sheet that's clean, even though it doesn't look clean, it is. I use an old cookie sheet. It just works really well for me. And the lip on the cookie sheet helps to keep all of the chicken juices in, so it keeps my kitchen counter clean, and I don't have to worry about the various bacteria from raw chicken, okay? So that's how I do it. So we're going to butterfly the chicken. I know y'all have seen me do this before, but put your hand flat on the chicken breast, palm down, and keep it straight. You want it straight, so that you're not going to catch any of yourself when you start slicing. Then you're going to take your very sharp knife and you're going to go about halfway down the thickness of the chicken breast, and you're just going to keep slicing like that very gently, because again, you don't want to get your hand involved with that knife. And then you open it up, and there it is. Now, you can either use it like that. What I do is I turn all of those chicken breasts into 2 chicken breasts because, 1, they cook faster, and 2, we don't need that much chicken each in our family. Maybe in your family you do, but I've got 20-year-old boys and they don't even eat that much. So I'm going to do it with the next one. Open it up. Okay, and if you get something like this, don't worry about it. It's going to work fine. And then here's this one, and I'm going to do this. I am going to turn it around this way to make it easier. Here's why I'm doing that. See this edge? It's not an even edge, right? It's like it's a wavy edge. It is that's what happened on this one. It's much easier to make a good slice if you go through the flat edge. Okay, almost done. Open it up. I got that one a little uneven, but again, that's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. Done is better than perfect, right? All right, so there's our butterfly chicken breast, ready to be prepared for dinner. Once the chicken breasts are butterflied, we're going to take the seasoning salt or seasoned salt And you're just gonna sprinkle it right on front and back. Now we'll flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. You want to use about, I like to use a little under a tablespoon for every pound of chicken. Now, I did not put my fingers in this. I poured it out in my hands because I've touched raw chicken. I just want you guys to know that. Be always mindful when you're dealing with raw chicken that you don't get the raw chicken on anything else, because it carries bacteria and you don't want anybody to get sick. Meanwhile, while I'm doing all of this, the grill is set on 350 and it's preheating, so it'll be nice and hot when I'm ready to lay the chicken down on it. Just take one of the chicken breasts and a piece of the bacon. Let's move this out of the way so I'm sure that y'all can see. Sometimes I'm not so sure. One of these days I'll have a really nice studio setup, but today is not the day. You're gonna take that bacon and you're just gonna wrap it right around the chicken. You don't need to worry about enclosing the chicken in the bacon because you want that smoky bacon flavor. It doesn't really need to be closed in. And then what I like to do is to take a long toothpick or 2 regular toothpicks and snap it, and just to hold the bacon where I want it to be, I'll just put a little piece of toothpick in each side and then go on to the next one. And we're going to do the same thing. Start, wrap around, however many times it'll wrap around. Sometimes 2, sometimes 3. It just kind of depends on how the chicken is shaped. And then get your toothpick, snap it, and just put it right in there to hold the bacon. And we'll just keep doing that until all of the chicken has been wrapped in bacon, or at least all of the chicken that you want wrapped in bacon. Not everybody in my family, believe this or not, not everybody in my family likes bacon, so I will be doing a couple of pieces of chicken without bacon on it. Strange, isn't it? I know. Put that right in there. I think we have 2 more. I'm going to move these because I really want to make sure that you see how it's done so there's no questions. I know this is super easy and y'all are super smart, but sometimes it's hard to tell what somebody's doing unless you can really see it well. So what I'm doing is I'm wrapping the end around and I'm holding it with my finger, and then I'm moving the bacon around the chicken like that. And then when I put it down, I always try to end with a piece pulled all the way across, but that's not going to happen in this case. That piece of bacon is a little too short, but that's okay. Done is better than perfect, always. And I think I have 1 more piece of bacon. Move this one out of the way. Move this one out of the way. The reason that I don't put the toothpick in right away is sometimes I need to adjust the bacon, and if I put the toothpick in first, I can't make those little adjustments that I want to make. All right. There's our chicken breast wrapped in bacon, ready to go on the grill. Now, and our chicken breast not wrapped in bacon, ready to go on the grill. Now, as I said, the grill is set for 350, and I'll just be putting, you'll see, because I'm going to take you outside with me. The funny thing is it's been raining on and off today, so we'll see how it works with trying to take video in the rain. And I also want y'all to know that this little string right here is a piece of toothpick. It was not a piece of hair, although it did kind of look that way. All right, well, let's head out to the grill and get started. Grill is preheated and I have brushed it with oil. So now I'm just going to lay the chicken down on it carefully. And since I want good grill marks, I'm not going to lay it like that. I'm going to kind of lay it on a diagonal. And try not to burn myself. Now this is going to cook for about 7 to 8 minutes on this side. Then I'm going to flip it over and brown it on the other side and get some good grill marks on the other side. And then I'm going to put this piece of chicken right here, the one without bacon. Looks like it's about time to turn these over. I've already turned this one over. And they will, if they're seared on the one side, they won't stick to the grill very much. They might stick a little bit, but they won't stick very much. So I'm going to turn these over. You wouldn't believe how good it smells out here right now, y'all. Or maybe you would. It smells really good. And then we're just going to let those cook on the other side until they're done. But meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and brush the first batch of barbecue sauce on. Now, I like to brush the barbecue sauce on a couple of times and let it sort of get candied on there so that it's more of a glaze and it's not goopy. And you can do that best by putting on thin layers of barbecue sauce rather than one thick layer. Okay, I'm going to put the cover down so that has a chance to bake on, and I will check back with y'all in a few minutes. Let's see how our chicken is doing. Open the grill. Ooh, that looks delicious. See how the barbecue sauce is kind of made a glaze on there rather than being liquid and goopy. So I'm going to check the temperature. And it is right where it needs to be. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to flip these over and put barbecue sauce on the other side and let that glaze on for just a few minutes, not enough to get the chicken overcooked. The chicken is right at about 155 now, and like I said, I like it to go to about 160, and then take it in, put it on the counter while you're getting everything else ready, and it during that time it heats up to, you know, the temperature inside continues to rise to about 165. You always want your chicken to be cooked to 165. Ooh. I can't begin to tell y'all how good it smells out here right now. So good. I'm going to put that barbecue sauce on generously. I imagine that I've used about a cup of barbecue sauce, maybe a cup and a half of barbecue sauce. So plan accordingly. Can y'all hear the rooster? We live kind of out in the country, and neighbors of ours have chickens, and their rooster crows all day long. So I like it. I mean, I like the ambiance, I guess, but it drives some people nuts. Now I'm going to put the cover down and let it cook just a little bit more to put a glaze on that sauce and make it good and sticky. I'll see y'all in a few minutes. I think it's about time that we opened up the grill and see what we have. It sure smells good. Look at how brown and crispy and caramelized the barbecue sauce got on this chicken. It's just beautiful. And it's sticky, it's not liquidy, it's really cooked down into a nice glaze. And oh my gosh, y'all, I cannot wait. Whoops. Cannot wait to dig into that. If your tongs slip and it pulls off some of the barbecue sauce, there's two things you can do. You can ignore it. Well, three things. You can ignore it and just serve it like that because it's still good. You can just pour some barbecue sauce on it and serve it that way. Or you can put some barbecue sauce on there and get a plumber's torch and just glaze it right on, and nobody will know the difference. Just little tricks of the trade. A lot of times when I'm using tongs like that, they slip. Or I guess the other thing you can do is, if the other side is prettier, just serve it on that side. Fabulous. Well, that's about it. Let's head into the house and get started, okay? Y'all are gonna laugh, but I got so hungry smelling this chicken cooking that when this small one was done, the one without the bacon, I dug into it. So it's sure good. Somebody's gonna be disappointed, huh? We're just gonna take that and lay that right on the plate, just like that. I always like to get the most caramelized side to the top. I just think it's prettier that way, unless it's like super burnt. Ooh, that's getting hot. Unless it's like super burnt. So do it whatever way you want, but make sure that it's pretty. Make sure that you have a pretty one on the top. That one's not pretty enough to be on the top. There we go. All right, let's go. Couldn't y'all almost smell that? The house still smells like smoky, sweet barbecue chicken. So good. In fact, as you know, I couldn't help but to munch on a piece of the chicken while I was grilling the rest of the chicken. It was done. It just got done before the rest of them, and it didn't last on the plate. So here's my chicken. I don't really have anything else on the plate right now because honestly, I don't really want anything else. I just want this chicken. I know it's going to be good because the other one was good, but this one has bacon on it and the other one didn't. Y'all, it's tender, it's juicy, it's wrapped in bacon, it's smoky. That is the stuff. So good. Makes you want to lick your fingers. Definitely makes you want to lick your fork. Give it a try and let me know what you think, okay? That's it for this week. I'll see y'all next week. Don't forget to go to the blog for the nutrition information, more tips and tricks, and just more information overall, plus step-by-step images that are still, so you can follow them a little bit easier. And don't forget to subscribe, okay? I'll see y'all next time. Love y'all. Bye-bye.